Okay, today is repair day for me. If you can tell here that I bent that the other day, pulled the screw out here. I let the lid go over too far on both sides. I didn't have my prop bar. So I'm just gonna take these off, rebend my hinges, and see if we can get this fixed. So what I need to do is get it leveled back up here, back on my hinge. Let me get it straight and then I'll bring you right back. Alright, I'm going to finish straightening out my bar that I bent, my hinge rather. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side and I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to put our screws back in. Alright, and I'm going to get the other side. Alright guys, let's got this one, the hinges fixed. Now I gotta put my coverage back on the back side. Let me get these old staples off and then I'll bring you back to re-put it on. Okay, I just folded it over and kind of tucked it under. Just a I'm gonna do the other side just like that, and then I'll show you what the little coupe, tractor, little brooder, depending on what I'm using it for, looks like. Okay, this is letting you see it from the outside. I'm gonna just walk all the way around. It is 4x4 in size. It has hardware cloth all around all the sides. I have this tarp on the back just for extra protection and from the rain and wind. They can get back there if they need to. I have a latch right here and I have a little hook I put through here. I don't usually use this nail, but I had to have something to hold it in place. And then I have two pieces of tin on top, a little hook here, and then you can see on the inside it's made out of 2x4s, just corners in the post in each corner, nothing on the bottom. And these are too big to be in here now. When they are little bitty chicks, this is a good size. When you're getting them up to put them in the other size. And it's got a little rail across the front. I just move it with. And then on the back side, I don't know if you noticed, but I have just two lawnmower tires. The push mower tires on a little bracket. And that's it. This is really easy to move. And sometimes, like if I've got a mama hen that has babies, I'll put her and the babies in here till they get a little bit bigger, just so they're protected and It's just a good little size tractor to have to use. These, I'm hopefully going to put these meat chickens, if you can see, two. Still again, there's that little regular sized chick compared to the other, and they're probably going on 3 weeks now. So they've almost tripled their size from the day they came, probably more than that. Okay, this is my chicken tractor that I use to put the meat chickens in till they're processed. I have hardware cloth around the bottom, chicken wire across the top, and I cover that top with a tarp just for protection from rain, and if it gets too hot they have shade. Right now you see my tomato plants and other plants, I'm just hardening them off a little bit. About need to take them back in. It looks like we're getting ready to get a storm. But this one is 7 foot by 8 foot 2 inches. This top just lifts up, folds over when I want to put new feed in, new water. This bar goes through these holes on each side, and that's my handle to maneuver and move the coop with, or the tractor, and I just move it all over the yard. And this, since I've been doing this back here for the last 2 years, 3 years, this is the greenest this backyard's ever been since we first sowed it. So the manure that they leave, you move them when they're little like they are now. I'll move them probably every 1 to 2 days, but once they start eating and getting bigger, you got to move them twice a day. But it fertilizes your yard, and it's a good process. This one's a little heavy. I made it with the decking boards off of our deck.